Hello everyone. As you know, I'm Disco Breaking, and by the looks of it, we're about to start playing a new game. And the new game is one military camp. An evil maniac has conquered all territories in the region except one. The world's last hope resides in an old military camp located in this peaceful land. Bring it back to its former glory, to recruit and train a brave group of fighters to push back the evil forces. So it's a building, managing, training, missioning, campaigning, sandboxy, customizable game, I suppose. I played a few minutes of it. I've tried to record this doing the accents, and I've decided that's not going to work. So we're just going to play it like a normal person. Let's go straight in. We're going to play the campaign. No sandbox mode at the moment, but I presume that's coming in an update. This game's in early access, by the way, on Steam. Feel free to give it a go if you like this, because it seems to be quite good. New game, let's just call this Disco. Here we go. Obligatory intro movie, which we won't skip. I mean, what a bunch of bad bastards. You. Right, stop right there. Hands up and turn around very slowly. Ah, so you are the replacement they sent from the officer academy. Looking like that. I'll have to make do. If High Command considers you worthy, then so do I. There's no other option. Yep. I hope you're ready to work. I'm Sergeant John Hawkins. My friends call me Sergeant John Hawkins, and my mom calls me Sergeant John Hawkins. And from now onwards, I'm Sergeant Hawkins to you. I'm responsible for this facility, the one military camp. And my mission is to stop that damn dragon, the criminal. He has ruled over the other territories with an iron fist for over a year now. And we are all that stands in the way of his evil plans of conquest. My best soldiers and also my worst ones have been held captive in his territory. We weren't able to react in time. Oh no. If only we'd had General Diana Birdwhistle with us, things would have turned out differently. Hey. But you're here to change that. Keep your ears open, look forward, chest out. The camp is all we have left. It may look dilapidated now, but that's because you haven't started working yet. Our chance to stop Dragon is in every rusty piece of iron, in every blade of grass, and in every wooden log. We just need to do some fine tuning. Follow me inside, and I'll bring you up to date. We'll talk about your haircut later. Hey, march! I'm going to be honest with you, the camp is a complete disaster. Nothing works, nothing is repaired, and more than anything, we need people. We had to completely abandon it, but then we had to take it back when Dragon seized our other positions. And that's why we've gone unnoticed all this time. Go, feel free to explore the camp, but don't hurt yourself. Once you're familiar with the basic controls, select the barracks. And I'll finish talking there. Okay, let's play the tutorial. If you have any doubts about the next step in the tutorial, you can watch the video by clicking on this icon at the top right of the screen. There we go. So everything is okay. We have a rank of 1. I don't know how that works yet. 3 more missions to level up. So obviously we have to do missions. That must be how much coin we've got, research points, and our population. That all looks very pretty, doesn't it? Let's have a look around. Yeah, right. Zoom into a building. Zoom into the barracks. I presume this is the barracks. Well, I know this is the barracks. The barracks is where our troops have a chance to rest. It's not all about work. You have to keep your mind and body healthy. Each barracks can hold up to 7 cadets. Keep that in mind when things get crowded. As you can see, our new barracks has no power. Like I said, we are running on fumes. Without light, our men and women will find out what the darkest hour is really like. We need to fix that. Build an electric generator to supply this whole area. Okie dokie. Let's build a generator. Well, straight away I know that people are affected by noise in this game, so why is it asking us to put a generator there? I don't know, but we'll play along with it. We'll play along with its mad ideas.
Well done!
A well-lit barracks is just the way I like it. Now the newbies will have a place to take a breather after training. Great. Now we have a place to sleep. Let's talk about the chow. Find the canteen and click on it. Ah, army chow. You never forget the taste. Back in my day, they even used to toss an old tire or two. Now, this is gourmet food by comparison. Let's use this old canteen, but to do that, we should connect it to the rest of the camp. Build a road to the canteen. Oh, I thought it was going to be another sentence then. Clearly. Right. Up. Roads. Bingo.
Yep.
Good job. This road will help our troops reach the canteen easily. Now we have to connect it to the power grid. Build some electric poles to power the canteen. Lovely stuff. Clickety click, electric poles. Right. We went there. As far as we can go, or there to there. There we go. Oh, it's starting to work. Missed one. Good. Now we have the chance to hire a cook, preferably someone that doesn't add chunks of tire to the soup. Some buildings like the canteen require us to hire some people, and by that I mean qualified personnel. Workers can sleep in the barracks with the troops, but their morale will be higher if we build them a private house. If we want them to do their jobs well, we have to make sure that they have the best accommodations. Luckily, I had a private house built for our first cook, but if you want to bring in more employees, you have to build more... Sorry, I'll start that again. Luckily, I had a private house built by our first cook, but if you want to bring in more employees, you'll have to build more. Remember that. I put up some advertisements to bring in new candidates. The first one should be here in a minute now. Let's see if anyone came in and who can help us. Look at this guy, Hansel Popsky. As you can see, every candidate has their own specific skills. The skills we want depends on the job. On one hand, they have skills, which are their basic abilities. On the other hand, they have traits, which show us their special talents. Pay close attention and only hire the bestest. It looks like this Popovsky guy isn't a bad cook. He says he makes an incredible cabbage soup, my favourite. There's no room for incompetence at this camp, so be careful about who you hire if you don't want any unpleasant surprises. Select Hansel Popovsky, and hire him as a cook. Okay, so I presume that is a cook. Yep, the kitchen staff will be in charge of preparing the chow so that our recruits are well fed. You'll have to pay a salary of $350 a day. Cook and hire. Hey!
Well done!
That's the spirit. Now that Mr. Popovsky has joined us, our troops will eat like kings. I'm dying to taste his soup, but it's still early. First, we have to get the canteen ready. This building has been abandoned for a long time and is in terrible condition. Look at those floors. It's disgusting. We need to hire a maintenance worker to straighten out this mess. Maintenance workers make sure that our buildings are always in good condition. If we don't look after them, our troops won't be able to train. This is crucial work. On top of that, they are also in charge of managing our camp warehouses and supplies. They are our go-to guys for everything. How about hiring a maintenance worker? Once we have one, just select the canteen info menu and request it to be cleaned. Back in my day, we just used a toothbrush. Make sure they get it sparkling clean. I want to see it clean. I want to see my reflection in those floors. Okie dokie. Let us we'll have a maintenance building. Now, where will we pop this? I'll pop it there for now. Let's... I don't really understand the mechanics of where we're putting stuff at the moment, so that's going to be a... it's all going to become a hot mess if we don't keep an eye on it. Right, so I can either select him like that, I think. Right. A bit of a geek who loves to read sci-fi and fantasy novels, knows how to tie his own shoes, so at least that's something. So slow, he looks like he's running backwards. So he's got 8 speed, 15 strength, intelligence of 7, accuracy of 8. And his trait is he has a defensive knowledge. Experience as a security officer increases 25% faster, but we're going to hire him as a maintenance man. Assign him to maintenance building 1. Lovely. Great work. I want to see this camp squeaky clean. Well, moving on. Camp maintenance is in good hands. Now all we're missing is supplies. We can't run out a canteen if we don't have any food, can we? Hey. We have to take care of this. Supplies are essential for keeping the machinery running. We have to be careful and make sure that we always have a constant flow of resources. Our main supplies are fuel, food, medicine, and ammo. The downside is that they are hard for us to find. To get them, we'll have to talk to some suppliers. Let's go to the map and I'll explain it to you. This is the country map. As you can see, Dragon has taken control of almost every region. That recalcitrant fool? Damn him! To bring up your map, either press the country map icon at the bottom left of your screen or zoom out in camp view until the map appears. If you want to return to camp, press the country map icon again or zoom in on your map. Easy, isn't it? Look closely. See all those buildings? Some of them are resource suppliers. The problem is that most of them are in areas controlled by Dragon. As we complete missions, we will unlock new territories and gain access to these suppliers. Some have more competitive prices or greater production capacity. Keep out for good deals so that we can save some money. Anyway, let's go back to the camp. We need to talk about how to manage our supplies. Back we go. We need warehouses to manage our supplies. Warehouses allow us to store these precious resources. They come in various types depending on what they hold. Don't mix food with fuel, or we might end up with an unexpected accident. You also have to place them close by to the buildings that need them because our maintenance personnel will have to go back and forth pushing a wheelbarrow. If you put a warehouse too far away, you'll have to run a marathon just to get there. Build your first warehouse near the canteen. Okay? So, he's living there. We don't want it to be affected by noise. So maybe if we went like this and then built a road down like so. That's right, a brand new warehouse. Our maintenance staff will be in charge of distributing the supplies. In the meantime, let's contact our first supplier. If you look at the warehouse info panel, you can bring up the supplier list. We only have one right now, but more will appear as we gain new territories. Check your map from time to time to compare the suppliers in unlocked territories. You can also contact them from your map if that's easier. Mark my words, managing your supplies is one of the keys to success. But enough of chit-chat. Our warehouse won't be worth a thing if we don't put something in it. Request our first food order. Okay, click on you. Top a bun. So that's the only one we've got. And buy. Order now. Excellent. Well done. Our food reserves are at optimal levels. But beware, nothing lasts forever. Our buildings will let you know when we are low on supplies so that we can order another shipment. You can order more supplies from the info panel for each warehouse or from the supplier on the country map. It's up to you, but make sure you never run out of supplies. Now that you know how it's done, how about building a fuel warehouse to supply the electric generator? Remember that the more warehouses we have, the more maintenance workers we'll need. You may need to hire someone else. Let's get to work! Okay. So, if we pop this here. Now it is going to affect this, but this is going to have to move at some point in the future. We'll just leave that there for now, and we won't think about our soldiers' well building. As you can see, accommodation buildings will be affected by noise, but we're not going to worry about that now. By just gas. So yeah, there's a. That go away? Yeah. Well, that's okay. So we need to hire another maintenance worker, but that maintenance worker is going to need a hoose. So Sophia Ortez. When she got on the bus, she thought she was going to the library, but since she's here, does not excel in any discipline. It seems she'll need to train hard to get very far in her soldiering career. The truth is, strength is not one of her best qualities. She's got a medical knowledge. Experience as a medic increases 25% faster. Defensive knowledge. Experience as a security officer increases 25% faster. Yeah. And let's hire her. Yeah. Yay. This is starting to look like a real camp. We have supplies and a place to eat and sleep. Now it's time to get to work. Let's start with the training buildings. Our troops have to get through some tough training before they can pick a specialization. There are many different specializations, from pilot to comms, operator, or even spy. Each specialization requires a different set of skills, and that's why the first skills training is the most important. As new recruits come in, we will need to think very carefully about the training we give them and which specializations we need the most. For now, let's focus on two kinds of basic training. Build a strength training building and an intelligence training building. Oh, and one more thing. Choose where you build them wisely. Training buildings make a distinct sound, like an enemy's weapon. It's best to keep a barracks away from the entertainment areas so that our troops get some sleep at night. If you need to clear the ground, remember that you have a demolition tool. Let's get to work. Right, build a fully functional intelligence training building. Right, so now that we have the opportunity, let's build it away from this main central section. So, intelligence building. Let's go down here. In the far corner. Lovely, so we're going to need to path it. We're going to path straight down. No, I'm not. How to delete? Ah. There we go. Pathing. Lovely. That's going to need some power. Let's get a power line. Go from there to there to there to there to there. Lovely. Build a fully functional strength training building. There we go. I'm rotating it with the mouse wheel. Outstanding. Our camp is now operational, and I can see some new faces there. It seems my advertising campaign was effective after all. Let's take a closer look. Have a sip of my tea, people. Excuse me. Make sure you check everybody's skills and traits. If they have the wrong skills or traits, they won't be effective on missions, and that's something we can't afford. Let's start with that one there. For our training program, we need someone with an athletic build, someone who is used to physical activity. I don't think that's the case here. This recruit isn't in great shape. Extra word score there. I don't see much potential. Maybe we should take a look at some of the other recruits. We'll figure out what to do with this one. Well, we figure out what to do with this one. Okay. Let's see about this recruit. That's not really very helpful, is it? Good. Much better. That's the one. I've not done anything. This recruit is in really good shape, and I think they have a lot of potential. The decision is yours, but we need to recruit someone as soon as possible. Pick one of them, and we'll start training. Okay. So, Charles Moore. He always likes to be the centre of attention. Always. He will need a lot of training to stand out in any specialisation. The truth is, strength is not one of his best qualities. Okay. Always on the go and never stops to relax. Even when she's on vacation, does not excel in any discipline. It seems that she will need to train hard to get very far in her soldiering career. She repeated several grades in school and wasn't good at studying. Oh, she's got a good intelligence, low strength. Well, they're both the same, aren't they? So, let's just hire. Well, hey. Soldier, get to work. Sorry, I get excited every time a new cadet steps on the training field. I love the smell of sweat in the morning. Reminds me of my early days, except it was a lot tougher back then. Sergeant Campbell, he was one tough guy. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, skills training. You see, when a recruit comes into camp as a private, they'll go to whatever training they want to, unless you tell them otherwise. These young people today have no respect for anything. They think they can do whatever they want. If my buddy Sergeant Campbell could see them, it would drive him nuts. Like I said, they are hard-headed. The only solution is for you to tell them where you want them to train. A new recruit is on her way to the strength training building, but we're going to change their plans. Click on the soldier and in the service section of the info panel, assign them to the Intelligence Training Center. When the time comes, it will come in handy if we are able to specialize troops in intercoms operators. Remember what I told you, skills training is key when deciding which specializations our cadets should have. Finally, if you want your troops to train faster, you can speed things up in the menu on the bottom right of your screen. There's a lot of work ahead, so let's get to it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right, so we can... So this is the main activity building, and we're going to change her to intelligence training. You've done very well. Training is going smoothly, and I think we're ready to bring in more recruits. Let's see if we can get a few artillery specialists and comms operators, but first they'll need to complete their training as privates. Let's focus on training more troops, and I'll tell you how specializations work later. I'll leave it in your hands, and don't let me down. Right. Hire some privates when the night falls.
Yes, sir.
Right, can we walk along with her? Is there anything to... Any way of tracking her? Nope. Right, let's hire him. And where did we send her? Intelligence
Yes,
training,
sir.
wasn't it? Yeah. So let's hire this lad, Charlie Moore, and get him going to strength training.
All right.
All right. So we've got 2 of 7 living in the barracks. I'm going to wait till night time now before we hire anyone else. Let's see what she's up to. All right, so this is a school. Oopsie. Okay, it's almost night time. Time flies when you're busy. Your people, recruits included, need to go to sleep at night. Rest is important. However, if we want this to work right, our camp will have to provide services around the clock. Obviously, we can't make them work day and night. That would be inhumane. But we can assign some of our workers to the night shift.
Hey.
Pay attention, this is important. To make the best use of our people's skills, and managing their schedules properly is crucial. Don't worry, it's easier than it looks. You can bring up the info panel by selecting a soldier or worker. Here you can see their current schedule and the buildings they are assigned to. The schedule has day and night shifts and is divided into service and rest periods. It's important to find a balance between these if you want to keep morale high and prevent injury. Luckily, I am always on top of things. I prepared a couple of standard schedules for you to use. Simply select whoever you want and choose night or day schedule. It's getting dark and this camp has to keep going. Hire a cook and assign them to the night shift. Okay? So, who have we got in here? Oh, there we go, straight away. She's a good cook. Lovely. So, daytime, nighttime. Accommodations building. Right. So, before we hire her, let's hire somewhere for her to kip. So let's put her next door to her mate there. Or over the road. Out of the way, out of earshot. Lovely. Now let's go back to her. Close you. Zoom in. Hook. Hire. Disco.
Yes, sir. Sure thing.
Right, hire some privates while the night falls. Right, let's hire you. And let's put you on nighttime.
Yes, sir.
Right, you're going to strength. And you're going to intelligence.
Yeah. Copy that, boss.
And you're on nights.
Yep.
Good job. Our camp will have 24/7 kitchen service. Remember that whenever you hire or recruit someone, they will have a night or day schedule depending on when they first set foot into the camp. The time of day is given in the time bar at the bottom right of your screen. You can also speed up time if you prefer to skip the wait. You'll need to arrange your troops' schedules well. Make sure that all the other camp services are provided around the clock and everything will run smoothly. But let's get on with the lesson. The sun is going down and our cadets and workers have finished for the day. This has truly been the longest day. It's important that they get a good night's rest so they'll be able to work hard tomorrow. We can't afford to have people slacking around here. You have to keep morale high if you want to keep this going. In my day, Sergeant Campbell knew how to be persuasive, but his methods, thankfully, are a thing of the past. I never thought a cadet could run so much, but apparently alligators are pretty fast. Nowadays, we use less medieval methods. Be sure to catch me playing Foundation to encourage the troops. To keep morale up, you have to be careful not to assign too much work. Also, as you may have seen, we can construct certain buildings or other entertainment amenities to help reduce stress. How about a game in the arcade or a visit to a museum? I guarantee you the troops will appreciate it, and they'll show their appreciation by working hard. So much for today's lesson. Build an entertainment building if you like, and add some street lights to our camp. Our troops can't see in the dark yet. Okay. So let's have an entertainment building up here. Pop it there. Like so. And let's run a road down to there like so. And another one there like so. Let's give it some power. Oh, what am I doing? Like so. And let's add some street lights. Okay. There we go. Lovely.
Yes, sir.
Right, so she's on 25. How many soldiers have we actually got?
Yes, sir.
Ah, right, so we need to move our fuel depot. We need to move our fuel depot. Let's destroy that. And move this over here. Like so. Add you. I stop. Lovely stuff.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I love to see a camp in full swing. Hard training, the sun in your face, and the sobs of troops begging for mercy. It reminds me of the good old days. It's time to take our training one step further. The rookies are ready for specializations. They will go from inexperienced weaklings to well-trained professionals. How exciting. I don't know if you've noticed, each soldier's info panel allows you to choose which class you'd like them to specialize in and shows you what skills are required. When one of our soldiers meets the requirements, they will let you know if they are ready for specialization. However, I recommend you check how our cadets are progressing from time to time. We need a comms operator, but we can't promote one until we build a comms operator specialization building. Once you have it, just go to the soldier's info panel and from there, bring up the specialization tree. It's that damn easy. I'll leave you to it. Make me proud, soldier. So, yes, sir. What I do want to do, though, do I need to make his house closer to where he's working, to the maintenance building? I don't know. Leave that for now. What are we doing? Build a fully operational comms specialization building. Okay. Comms specialization. Now we can pop it there, which looks good. Excellent. Specialize the soldier into the comms operator class.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right. Set goal.
All right.
Specialize. Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at her now. Congratulations, officer. We now have our first specialist. Our camp will be full of true professionals soon. Give it time. As I already mentioned, we can make troops work day and night shift, but that's not all. If you want, we can ask them to work more hours or give them some time off. This can be very useful if you're close to reaching training target or you think a soldier needs to rest and recover. But be careful, don't push the new people too hard or things could go badly. A tired cadet is more likely to get injured. Rest is just as important as work, if not more. Don't forget that. That said, we can't let our troops take too many days off either. They'll get lazy. Anyway, I think you know everything there is to know about how to train our troops. It's time to get serious. We need to start running missions as soon as possible. In addition to a comms operator, we need to train 2 artillery specialists. Get on it right away. Once they're ready, we'll be able to stand up to that damnable dunderhead dragon.
Hey.
Let's get to work! Okie dokie.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, so he needs to get to... I don't know.
Yes,
doing wrong.
sir. Yes, sir. Sure thing. All right.
Ready to specialize. Specialize. Ah, you have to build the artillery specialization first. Fair enough. Fair enough. Specialization. Artillery specialization. Lovely. Close you, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Ha ha. Lovely.
Yes,
Excellent.
sir.
So let's hire some new recruits. Okay, don't want to cook. Bit of a mystery. There's still a lot to know about her. Strength, good strength. Okay, let's hire her.
Woo! Yes, sir.
And she's going to strength skill. Let's hire. Anyone intelligent here? Go on, let's hire her. Or him, her.
Yes.
And you can go to intelligence.
Understood.
Hire you. And you can go to intelligence too.
Consider it done, boss.
Speed. Nope. And you
All right.
can go to strength.
Yes, sir. Understood. Yes, sir. Okay.
Right, who's in here? No one at the moment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let go, artillery.
Yes, sir.
Training hard, I hardly train him.
Yes, sir.
So these guys have got to get up to 40. Let go, artillery.
Yes, sir.
Let go, artillery. The maintenance guy on there. Keep it nice and... That's fine. Tired of waiting to be recruited? Well, we can't have that. Right. Let's hire you. Handy maintenance worker. Stamina decreases 10% slower during the day. So let's hire you.
Yes,
But
sir.
we'll have you as a night owl.
Consider it done, boss.
And we need to get some more barracks on the mix. Beds, barracks. Right, let's have barracks along here, shall we? Let's have a road. There we go. Okay. Oh yes, we'll have you. We'll have some of that. So let's put him on. Got 3 on strength. Let's put him on intelligence. Nighttime. Lovely. Higher.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, so these are ready to specialise now.
Yes, sir.
Specialise.
Yes,
Accept.
sir. Yes, sir.
Specialise.
Well done.
Right, the recruits have become fully fledged professionals. I think they're qualified to take on their first mission.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait a second, I see you haven't built a heliport yet. We can't send our people to the front without a means of transport. Let's fix that. Heliports are essential buildings for us. They enable us to send our cadets on missions into other territories. It's essential that we build one as soon as possible, so let's get to it. Think carefully about where you want to put it and try not to disturb the troops when they are resting. You can't imagine how loud a fully loaded helicopter can get. Well, I think I can. Right, so let's just air him out here, innit? Yes, thank you. Road. Go down, round, down.
Hey.
Start your engines, boys. It's time to fly. I have a need for speed. Let's check the map to see where we're needed. Looks like they're in urgent need of help in the rocky appendix. If you select the mission on the map, you will see the information on the requirements, troops we can send, and the reason for the mission. Let's see. It seems the citizens of Rocky Appendix are desperate. Dragon has banned cabbage in their territory. Fuck! Cabbage is a national delicacy. Stuffed cabbage, cabbage soup, cabbage pie, and classic sauerkraut. Now, sauerkraut and a Reuben sandwich, though. Very, very nice. They've even banned Brussels sprouts. Well, that's understandable. You know, the ones people like to saute in butter. Delicious. No. My God, it's so heartless and cruel.
Hey.
These people can't live without cabbage. We have to do something immediately. Select the troops you want to send on a mission. At the bottom, you can see their probability of victory in percent. The better trained the troops we send are, the more likely we are to succeed in the mission. As you can see, each mission has requirements we have to meet. This one asks to send 1 comms operator and 2 artillery specialists. If we succeed, we will have more money for our camp.
Hey.
Come on, let's get on with it. These people can't hold on a minute longer. Okay, comms operator.
Okay.
Consider it done. boss.
Consider it done, boss.
Roger that.
Okay, so we've got our battle rank's 82 and our enemy is 60. Let's just... Oh, hang on. The people of the Rocky Appendix are desperate. That evil dragon has banned all cabbage. Can you believe it? The local speciality. The people are going crazy. Fortunately, Dragon's forces are pretty weak here. This is a perfect opportunity to put what we've learned into practice. Put together a squad of our best communications specialists and artillery troops, and show that villain what we are made of. These people can't live without their cabbage. We have to give them hope again. Well, I'm all about the hope. Right, so up here there's a mission progress thing. Complete your first mission. There we go, lovely. I guess we'll just leave that to crack on, or do we just sit and wait? No, there we go. How? So these.
Yes, sir.
So the goal?
Understood.
Understood, my man.
Yes, sir.
So the goal. You
Copy
can be
that,
comms.
boss. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at all these wonderful specialist troops we got. How are we getting on? 27. Okay, so, oopsie. Where are we going to house our private lads? We've got this here. We've got some barracks going on here. So maybe if we build coming out this way. Like so. Stuck a road down the middle. Like that. That one's not got power. I'm a big fan of running power parallel. There we go. So if we can we assign it? Can we assign him another? Right, okay, so we can assign him
Consider it
to
done,
there.
boss.
And then we can get rid of this one. I'm all over this now, look at that. Yeah. And then we can move this one.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. And get rid of you. There we go.
Sweet taste of victory.
The sweet taste of victory. Success. Got some coinage.
Yeehaw.
Hooray, you saved us. That despicable grey dragon has our bread and water. Has had us on bread and water. He took away our cabbage and made us burn our entire crop. A lot of good cabbage died on that horrible summer evening.
Yeah.
I propose we erect a statue for our fallen cabbage, and from now on, this day shall be remembered as Cabbage Day.
Yeah.
We shall cook cabbage for breakfast, cabbage for lunch, and cabbage for dinner. We shall bring offerings to the cabbage god. And... enough! I think you're getting a bit too excited there.
Yes.
We could do that, or maybe we don't do any of that and we just focus on rebuilding the city. That sounds better. You sound like yourself again. I thought I'd lost you back there. Christ, I'm improvising now. Police Sergeant, you have to do something. Our friend from the Southern Territories has told us that their situation is starting to get very bad. Jantine Roosevelt, one of Dragon's top 3 generals, rules with an iron fist. She doesn't mess around. Be careful. Victory. Well done, guys. You did a great job. The people of Rocky Appendix can now live in peace. You've all earned some rest. And the good news doesn't stop there. We've earned some extra money we can use to upgrade the camp. Every time we reclaim a territory, we bring in more funding for our cause. The more territories we liberate, the more economic support we have. This will allow us to upgrade our camp and train more troops. But we aren't just here to take territories back. We also have to maintain good relations with the towns in them. Each town has a popularity rating that we have to monitor, and if this rating is high enough, we gain additional funds to take on Dragon. Troops coming from those towns will have better traits, plus we'll get special deals with suppliers there. To improve relations with the towns, we can attend to their needs and respond to requests. Our reputation improves as we resolve their issues. However, not helping them or failing in our efforts could have the opposite effect. Also, if we see a town that has low popularity but no active requests, you can help them by sending personnel to serve there permanently. Towns often need medicine or maintenance or other issues to solve, so keep an eye out. Treat the different towns well and they will support us unconditionally. Only if we remain united can we defeat Dragon. Seems reasonable.
Yep.
You learn first. I like seeing that enthusiasm in people I work with. Keep it up. We still have one important topic to cover, and I think you'll like it. Technology. Our enemy uses state-of-the-art equipment. It's key that we do the same. In addition to constructing buildings and recruiting soldiers, we need to improve our infrastructure and research new technologies. To do this, use research points. To earn these points at the research lab, where our best minds are focused on studying and learning everything they can to improve our camp. Thanks to their tireless effort, we earn research points so that we can redeem for new advances in the technology tree. Sound good? Build a research lab and hire a researcher. Once we have one, I'll tell you in a... Restart that. Build a research lab and hire a researcher. Once we have one, I'll tell you a bit more about the tech tree. There we go, got it out in the end. Come back. Don't come back. Right. A research lab. Right, okay. You can come over here with our general... Hang on a second. Right, on this artillery section, what's this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the replenishment order has been registered and it will be processed as soon as the maintenance staff are with an active shift work. Hire a new maintenance worker. Okay, so let's hire a researcher. Sorry, I went away a bit then. Right. He's a brainiac. He's going to be a researcher. Hire. Well done. We're all set to start researching new technologies. Luckily, I set aside a few research points for when you were ready. We could use them to improve our current infrastructure, but we're going to start by developing a new building. We'll start by developing the Explosives Engineer Specialization Building. This will provide us with a new type of speciality training that is essential for some missions. Later on, you'll also be able to develop defensive structures and alternative energy sources. There's a lot to choose from, so take a look. Is that clear? Yes. Now develop this new technology and start upgrading our camp. And don't forget to upgrade your other buildings from time to time, and don't let Dragon beat us in the science race. I think it's reasonable. Right, so Explosive Engineer Specialization, training facility for our Explosive Engineer Specialization. There we go, 5 for 100 research points. The one military camp is now fully operational. Little by little, we will recover the other territories from Dragon's clutches. That know-nothing, good-for-nothing, spineless, is getting on my nerves. The biggest regret is not being able to confront him face to face. While the others went to fight, I had to stay at the rear. Someone had to train up a new bunch of recruits. How frustrating. We have to put an end to his plans and restore peace to these lands. Our first victory gives me hope that we will succeed. I've taught you all the basics of getting the camp up and running, but there's still many things we'll have to talk about during your adventure. I believe that you will defeat Dragon. Together we will end his reign of evil. We will take back every territory in the country and drive the vermin from our lands. Good luck. Well, that was it, people. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to playing the next episodes with a little bit more freedom, and we can figure out what we're going to do next. So, I've been Disco Breaking. This has been episode 1 of us playing one military camp, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.